Before we go straight into the result of our deep dive about debt/loan related startups, I wanted to make it clear that this is not a highly technical analysis of debt as a concept, nor about our opinion of the current trends shaping the economy as a whole and where it could potentially lead us. We let this task to more competent people, and this is not the aim of our work. No, together with Chloe and Mamadou, we decided to explore it because we noticed an increasing number of startups in the lending space, whether it's companies providing loans to businesses and consumers, or pick and shovel startups that help debt providers manage the debt lifecycle better. New interesting models and trends are emerging, and we just thought that it would be interesting to cover some of them. At a very macro level, the overall level of debt has been increasing on every front. Even before the pandemic, general government debt across the major world economies has been rising the past 30 years, and the COVID crisis only accelerated this trend, leading us to levels of government borrowing we haven't seen since World War II. And it's the same thing on the corporate side. Even before the COVID crisis, corporate debt was at a 30 years high, with more than $10 trillion of corporate debt in the US only. On the consumer side, the trends are much more geography specific, as the level of debt for American consumers has historically always been higher than in Europe. But much shorter trends seems to indicate that both in Europe and in the US, it has been increasing in 2020. In parallel to this overall debt level increase, interest rates keep falling, from the Fed interest rate the past 30 years to the European Central Bank one the past 20 years, or even the mortgage rates, which have reached a 30 years low in the US in July 2020. As I've explained in the intro, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing and how this whole situation will end up is beyond our knowledge and not the purpose of this deep dive. What we wanted to illustrate through these figures is that debt is flooding the market and money is becoming a commodity in the financial economy, both of which are pushing new trends and models embraced by startups. And this is what we will cover in the next videos.